Hi everyone, welcome back to Gracie's Garden. So today we are going to do repotting, and then I'm going to show you around the butterfly garden, and then I am going to show you my curb alert find of the week, and then my plant casualty of the week. And I've got a couple of cats with me. You saw Orange, who just walked by, and I have Tina sitting in the chair here doing her thing. She likes to be in a chair. She won't lay on the ground. She's a funny cat. All right, so the plant we're going to replant is this. Whoops. It's a Hoya. I know it's in bloom. Look at those blooms. Might not be the best time to replant this, but for some reason the ants have taken over and made a little nest in this pot. So it's time to clean out the dirt, and it is quite, I think, root bound. I haven't taken it out of the pot yet. It's a hanging basket. It's like you can't even get your finger down in the sides, and it's just very, I know it's going to be root bound when I take this out of the pot. So we're going to transplant that, and then in this pot, once I get it cleaned out of all the ants, we're going to put in this tiny little Hoya that's variegated, a little Hindu rope variegation. And this is the one I just picked up at the Winter Garden Spring Fling in the garden, and this was only $10. All right, so let's get started. Oh, it's got pretty root bound, I think. And it's got this weird tray thing on the back, on the bottom. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could definitely use a repotting. So this is the pot I'm going to put it in. This is probably about 8 inches or so. My neighbor up the street was throwing out a dead plant, and I thought, well, I can use that pot. So I took the plant out and washed the pot up. I just hosed it down, nothing major. I know these will come undone. There we go. And I threw the other plant just in the side yard. I figure sometimes plants make a comeback when they're just out of the pots. So if not, it's just some soil. There we go, got that. Nope. Alright, so that one will have to just stay on for now. I know a lot of the stores have soil on sale right now, but I bought soil last year, I think when it was like 5 bags for $10 at Lowe's or Home Depot or something. And by the time I used it throughout the summer, I had ants in all the bags. So I am not going to buy soil in bulk this year. I know those deals are good, but I think unless you're emptying all the soil in a short period of time, is not for the best. I had even put it on a small pallet in the garage, and the ants still find their way into all the soil. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. All right, so see how we're going to do this here. Don't want to hurt the little tentacles. I don't know if I should put it in the center or off to one side. I think I'll try to center it as best I can. I think I broke up at the bottom of where the roots are at. Good enough that they'll hopefully spread out. And I want to fertilize this as well. I don't think I've ever fertilized it, and I've had this 4 or 5 years. It was only one tiny little vine when I got it. And it's put out, let's see, 4, and now it's got another one right here that's coming out. Alright, so we got this planted. It's heavy. And we'll begin on the little one here in just a minute. Alright, so here's the pot. And this does have drainage holes on it, but I'm going to put this back over it. And we're going to reuse this pot. I realized that the ants probably weren't in the soil, that they were just crawling on the flowers of the Hoya. I'm sure to the ants the flowers are very sweet, or maybe the nectar is very sweet, I'm not sure. Well, that's good though, because I don't want ants in the soil. That's always a pain. Oops, well, lost a little leaf there. The roots look good on this. I don't know if you can see that too well. The soil is almost like a wood bark or maybe an orchid mix. There is a little dead leaf there, a little shriveled up leaf. Alright, and then this one, this leaf that fell off has a little nub in there, so I'm going to stick it back in there and see what happens. Not sure what that is, if it's a root or what, but hopefully it'll take off. So this week I had a bird land on my head when I was in the garden. Didn't do his business on me, which I'm thankful for, but I think I was too close to a nest, and I was just sitting there kind of staring into space looking at my plants, and just landed on my head, and it was nice. It scared me because all of a sudden all you can hear is the wings fluttering really close to your head, and then the bird land on it. So alright, so that one is done, so we'll get this hung up. And I'm going to put this in the spot that I had the other Hoya in, and hopefully it will do just as well there. The other Hoya, I'm going to have to get a shepherd's hook and hang it someplace else in the garden. The pot is just so heavy now, and the plant with all that dirt in that big pot. So that will be my next project. So here's my casualty of the week, sort of, I guess. I mean, it is a begonia. It's an angel wing begonia. But it's just not looking happy. The leaves are all curled up. There's no spider webs or anything in the leaves. I've taken them apart because that happens. But the leaves have crumbled It's just not doing well. I've only had this about 2 weeks, and really as soon as I got home, it just started to curl the leaves up. I've moved it all over the garden. I thought maybe the sun wasn't hitting it right. Maybe it's just being temperamental. Maybe it got too much sun, not enough sun. So I'm going to give it a few more weeks, see what happens, and just see if it's being temperamental due to a new environment or what or what's going to happen with it. But yeah, I don't want to cut it all the way back, even though the limbs are kind of limp, but just going to give it a couple more weeks. Maybe it's too much humidity. I don't know. I mean, it's Florida, so I can't help it with humidity, but yeah, so that's sort of my casualty of the week. I want to take all these dead leaves off, but I kind of just want to let it be and do its thing. All right, let me go show you the curb alert of the week and show you what I found in somebody's debris pile. Okay, and so this is my curb alert, my find of the week, and that is 9 of these scalloped stone borders. You can see that they painted them for some weird reason, and the paint is coming off on some of them, but they're perfectly fine. I think I'm going to put them around the tree in the backyard. And then they also had some random bricks in the yard that they were giving away, so I took those as well. Not sure what I'll do with them, but that was the Facebook Marketplace find of the week. I love curb alerts. Do you guys ever find really good stuff at curb alerts? Drop a comment down below and let me know what good stuff you've gotten. All right, let's take a look at the wildflower area. I have a lot of new plants. I got everything that I got at the Spring Fling and Winter Garden Plant Festival, and I got everything planted, which I'm a little impressed with myself because some years it takes me a long time to get it done. But here is the straw plant, or is it straw or paper plant? It's the one with the leaves that feel like kind of feel like straw. It's blooming. There is the blanket plant. And 2 of the gingers, this one back here and here, have finally decided to come up. I think these are cantaloupe or squash. I got the seeds mixed up, so we'll be surprised. And all of the sunflowers are planted. I didn't plant this because I still do want to put it in a hanging basket. And then here, I'm not sure if you can see it too well, but all the cosmos is starting to come back from last year. It kind of reseeded itself. And then the yellow balls, I can't remember the name of them, but they've all finally turned yellow from their grayish color, and they're looking really nice. And the Dudleya is coming up. So I got this planted finally, I should say, and this is the white one, and the purple one's over there. It's looking a little sad. It's right here, but it should pop back up. We're due for a lot of rain this week, so hopefully it will take off. And one of the lavender plants, this is one, I had 2 of them. The other one was here. It didn't make it. I pulled it out of the ground. I always seem to lose one. I think I water them too much. And the sunflowers are doing good. And the morning glories from last year are coming back and finally wrapping around the fence a little bit. And look at this sweet little pink flower. Isn't that cute? And this here earlier, I should have gotten a picture of it, had purple flowers on it early this morning, but looks like they've all closed up for the day. Everything is looking good, so hopefully everything will maintain. We're due for a lot of rain in the next couple of days. I think it's like 80% chance of rain, so hopefully everything will do well. I did sprinkle a few more cosmos and nasturtium seeds throughout the garden. So hopefully they'll seed themselves and take off. All right, and let me show you one more plant, just a minute. So this is the last plant. This cactus is in bloom. And look at its bloom. It's just these fuzzy little pieces there. They're very soft. And yeah, they keep getting longer and longer. So whether a flower is actually going to come out of there or if that is the flower, I don't know. But I have two. This third one start coming out. And over here, I think this here is going to be another one. So isn't that very neat looking? It's kind of creepy looking. But I love it. All right, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.